Welcome to another edition of Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. I'm your boy, Professional Sutton.
And I'm your boy, Chris G.
And as always, the record report, Jersey.
Yo, we got D in the building. Like, he's actually here. No smoke screen.
I'm home right now.
You know what I'm saying? He's not on commissary. He's not on a furlough. Well, he might be on a furlough, though.
Yeah, this is straight work release. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah. He gonna have a lot of chores to do when he get home.
No doubt.
Shouts out to Miss Rucker, my big sister / godmother. So, but fellas, how's everything going? How's everybody doing, man?
Blessed to be here.
Yeah, man.
Just happy to be here, man.
Just getting over that cold that had your boy down.
Oh yeah, you was sounding like you what?
I was on.
Man.
I was rocking on death.
He was on Cootie Patrol, man. Yeah, he sounded like he was about to give up. I had to call Chris, make sure he wasn't. You know what I mean? Want to let it go.
When I called him, my boss was like, he's like, yo, you got to be dying, yo. Don't even come in. He's like, you got to be dying to call out, yo.
Yo, that's when you know you got to good at work, though.
Yeah,
because
he appreciates you.
Yeah.
But then Chris says, check what he says, though. He says, yeah, I had left early. He said, I only work 8 hours. I couldn't work my other overtime. Nigga, you just work 8 hours. Like, what do you mean? Like,
I like to get my 16 a day. Yo.
I mean, but dang, like, you just, like I was telling him, like, remember when Jordan had, like, the little flu? It's like Jordan would score 30. Like, I mean, he scored a 35 he wanted to, but he scored enough. Like, he just went above and beyond.
Only thing I say is, you see my house, man. I need that OT.
Yeah, but still, like, dang.
Yeah, it is.
That house ain't cheap.
Yeah, man. Nah, I understand. I definitely respect it. But, but definitely speaking of respect, I just want to, shout out to everybody who, showed their love, showed their support, for the hats and shirts. The shirts we have now, so I know people calling and, they want these shirts. So I'm going to definitely, get the shirts out. Hats, that's like a request order. If you want a hat, you got to request it because I don't want to have 25 hats laying around. I got enough hats, but so if you want a hat,
fitted king.
Yeah, so if you want a hat, you the fitted king, though. You the fitted king. You know what I mean? He rocking the old school,
Sonics.
I ain't seen a Sonics fitted. I ain't gonna lie.
I put it on just so people know what it is. Like, I'm not really on this whole. I follow different teams. Like, this is what it is. Sonics all day.
Oh, shots fired at me.
Shots fired. London. London.
Yo, listen, London. I ain't gonna let him come at you like that because we LeBron fans heavy, but it's all good.
Yo, and we need that. We need London sitting in that empty space right there.
Mm-hmm.
Are you calling them out?
And I'm saying we need to go back to that LeBron discussion that we was having.
Are you calling
we
them
could
out?
all be
because Chris gonna get at him.
Right, so we could really get this debate on.
I mean, what you gonna say? That he is the best player in the world?
Listen, I'm not gonna knock a lot of the things that he said about LeBron because I agree with a lot of the things. If I like LeBron, I'm a LeBron fan. If I don't like how he threw shade on my light skinned brother in Steph Curry, all right. I don't like how he threw shade on him. I don't like he was just crowning LeBron the best we ever seen. Like, I just, whoa.
I mean, ESPN did their little special and, they had something to say.
Let's call it what it is, though, man. Rich London is one of those guys. Like, he was that dude that definitely watched his Bulls game and came out to the park walking pigeon-toed.
Oh.
He was definitely that dude.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is.
Yo, listen, London. I ain't gonna let them come up here and get on you like this.
But he my man though.
I
Shout
got
out
you.
to Rich London.
Listen, I ain't trying to have it be like a jump session or anything. I want to
Nah,
give him a fair.
We
Okay,
jumping.
I want to give him a fair shot, but I'm coming, son. I'm coming hard.
We jumping him, son.
When he's sitting across, he got some questions he got to answer for me.
Listen. I got you. London, I got you. Don't worry. We're gonna have that discussion. We're gonna definitely have that discussion when the time is right. We got you. But I just want to jump into this whole Beyonce bull. I just usually I'll be quiet. I don't say nothing. I just want to get my 5 minutes of that's it.
Please go ahead. Go in.
The female who threw shot at Beyonce. I'm not even gonna say her name because I don't want no time because I know people are gonna look her up. They're gonna want to hear. No, do your own research. One, you dummy. Okay. Black Panthers did not stand for racism, okay? They stood for social equality, okay? The whole premise of the Black Panther movement was to make sure that the African Americans and also the minorities had a voice. So instead of getting ramrodded, instead of everybody taking advantage of us, they said, you know what, we're going to come together as a people and as a positive organization, and we're going to offer some help to our people. Now, the Black Panthers were all about black love, but they were not, subjected to just black people. They loved everybody. So for you, dummy, to just come out and say that Beyonce had an agenda, shut the fuck up, okay? Your agenda was your agenda. You was mad because Beyonce, who was one of the biggest stars, who happened to be black, actually stood up and said something for people. You didn't like that. What you wanted her to do was keep saying, I've been drinking watermelon and all that bullshit. That's what you wanted to hear. You want to hear, go ahead, D, laugh. Go ahead, laugh.
Yo.
Let them hear it. Let them hear it.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? They wanted her to be niggerish. I'm going to say it. Mm-hmm. So when the Super Bowl came and she used that platform, which she should have, and to say, listen, this is how I feel. This is about my people, and I'm going to keep riding with them whether you like it or not. Because at the end of the day, she just dropped the album that night or whatever, have you, went to the Super Bowl, performed it like she had it out for months,
Gangster,
and did a great job. So if you think that what she did was a racial injustice to people who weren't African American,
white people,
shoot yourself. Because you did not understand her whole point of what she was doing and what her whole example she was setting, not only for herself, but for her daughter and for other little young African-American children, Latinos, minorities, to say, listen, we got this and we can do it together. So if you feel that way, I don't care. Jump off a building. Just don't let me hear about it. And two, I'm going to get on you niggas, okay? I'm going to get on you niggas. Y'all go ahead. Listen, D, this is your show too. If you want to laugh, go ahead. They need to hear the reaction.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Right, because I hear so many people, Beyonce, she don't do enough for her people. She don't do enough. Mm-hmm. If I hear, and I'm not talking black in the sense of nigga, I'm talking about nigga in the sense of ignorant. If I hear another nigga saying, she don't do enough for her community, you could jump off the same bridge, those dummies who didn't have a clue about what a Black Panther was. And for you to compare a Black Panther to a KKK, kill yourself.
Even like you said, the people that don't know anything about it, I mean, ain't nobody report about the $1.5 million that they gave to Flint for the water, right? Ain't nobody jump on that. I think another point that everybody needs to talk about is, as much as there was some outrage about Beyonce, ain't nobody saying nothing when Coldplay brought out the rainbows. You know what I mean? And I support them. Do what you do.
Yeah.
Live life. But if you're going to point a finger at somebody, you need to point at the whole collective thing. It was a platform that she used brilliantly.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That was a great plan. And if you think about it, my viewpoint on it wasn't her dressing up as a Black Panther to show that, we're tired of.
That's a low price!
Oh, yeah, I like that. I like that. It was her just standing up saying, like, listen, this goes exactly with the times that we're dealing with. Exactly. We're dealing with all the police brutality, and that's what the Panthers stood against, And then bringing more light to the situation. Ain't nobody talk about the young man that the police shot down in San Francisco the week before the Super Bowl when he was just walking the street.
Talk about it.
Everybody likened it to him being at a firing squad, but we don't want to talk about that because it was one of our own. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of things that people could say, but at the same time, when you're talking about Beyonce, when you're talking about, iconic figures in entertainment, come on, man. You can't throw no shade at somebody that is doing something. Because if anything, the best thing that could happen is she started the conversation. So for all you ignorant niggas, man, go play in traffic with a black Champions hoodie on with no white shoelaces. Just go play in traffic at night.
And an all black pair of Pro Kids. Signed by Kanye West. Kill yourself. What's up, Chris?
First and foremost, man, drop one of Clues Bombs for Beyonce.
Hold on. Definitely need that.
Because, it's B, man. It's Beyonce, man. That's the biggest, brightest black star we got in entertainment today.
I thought you was going to say something else because I was going to give a happy yell, but keep going with that.
I'm going to keep it on the up and up level, man.
Yeah,
Just, drop one of Clues Bombs for Beyonce. What really struck me maybe the most about the controversy and everything that's going on with the whole, Beyonce and the media coming at her. The way it struck me and the way I took it is that when you really like dissect it and you look at it for what it is, it's the media and not all white people, but certain white people.
Exactly.
I want to make that point very clear. Not all white people, just certain kinds of white people.
The ignorant ones.
Just like there's certain kinds of black people and certain kinds of Spanish and Puerto Rican. The list goes on and on, but certain kinds of white people that go, damn it, you black people, didn't we give you enough already? See, what gets under their skin is like, oh, God, we gave you all of this stuff and now you want equality too? It's like, now you're begging not to get shot by cops? Because, when you think about the officer that keeps coming on Fox, it's this black older guy that keeps saying that anytime you talk bad about police officers, you're anti-police. But it's like, well, can you stop shooting unarmed people? Is that so much a request? Are black people being so outrageous to ask for innocent, unarmed people to stop getting murdered by cops as a request? When we stand up and ask for that, like we're just asking for too much, man.
Exactly.
We're just asking for way too much. It's like, listen, man, we already gave you guys affirmative action. Like, wow, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
It's like
you gave us a shot to maybe get a job. Thanks a lot.
It's like that look that they give you when you come to the supermarket and you got that coupon that was a day old.
Yeah.
And they looking at you like, really, you want to try to use this?
Right.
But yo, it's just yesterday, so it's like it's not that big of a deal. But it's crazy, man. It's crazy the time in the world that we live in right now, man. But we got to get it right.
Sorry for the feedback, my man. Oh my God, sorry guys, sorry. I'm having a little technical difficulties over here.
Yeah, but
Sorry.
like I said, it's the audacity of the media and of certain white people who get offended that black people are tired of injustice.
Sorry.
That's like, to me, it's like that's another level of racism. The lady that we're talking about, that the name we won't mention it, give her shine, like to deflect on what Beyonce was really asking for, which is, let's kind of all be treated the same. Let's all be treated fairly. She totally deflected that and started talking about how her ex-husband used to be a crack cocaine dealer.
Yeah. What the guy doing?
She really emphasized, like, Jay-Z wasn't even in the halftime. Why are you bringing him up? It's pointless for you to bring it up.
And her great-great-grandfather probably was an old slave master.
Right, and
now
it's pointless to bring it up. But Charlemagne, when I was listening to Charlemagne give her the donkey of the day, he had brought up a good point. He was like, well, Tim Allen is a convicted felon. I bet you used to love Home Improvement. I bet you love Last Man Standing. You don't ever bring that up if he brings up something to like. But this is not like Beyonce had a criminal record and she's talking about stuff. No, Beyonce has a spotless record. And Beyonce is talking about a matter that is something that's really going on in the black community.
Exactly.
I'm not anti-police. I'm not a big fan of police. I'll openly admit that. But I'm not anti-police, but God damn it, if it's not too much to ask, do your job the right way. Like, you got a stressful, it's like the excuse that they always got for police is they got a stressful job. Well, I got a fucking stressful job too, but when I make a mistake, I can't just blame it on my job. Like, you got the job. If it's too stressful, quit.
Yeah, handle that.
If it's too stressful, quit. I don't want to get too much into the cop thing because I'll go off on another tangent all day on that. But listen, if you can't, everybody has to have accountability for what they do. If cops are scared that black people are a little more dangerous, and that's why they act like that, then it should be okay for us to say, well, you shoot a lot of people that are unarmed. So we're scared of you too.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's got to be able to go both ways. You can't put a cop over and say, well, it's different because they're not a regular person like you. They're a cop. Bullshit. I don't buy that. Don't sell it to me. Something I tell my son all the time. Please do not sell me shit and tell me it's chocolate ice cream. Please don't.
It is.
Please don't.
True.
So, listen, man, Beyonce is unfazed by any of this because I don't mean to exalt her to a holy level or anything like that, but she above most of you motherfuckers that's talking about her in the media, and that's just is what it is. So your opinion don't really matter. The girl who started this whole frenzy is a YouTuber.
But it wasn't
just like us.
What?
She's just trying to spark something to get her buzz going so she could get on another platform.
But the sad thing about it wasn't even just her. Like the whole,
people,
like just the whole reaction to it. Like, oh, how dare she? Like, what you mean? How dare she? She should. And again, people, we know this is a sports podcast. We understand. However, it's related because it happened at Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. And also, if you're in the African American community, it has to be talked about. Because, we aren't just out here playing ball, shooting basketballs and, hitting and all that. Like, we actually have a purpose. And real quick, the premise of the name of Don't Shoot the Messenger was it was going to be a political show. That's why it's called Don't Shoot the Messenger. Because whatever I say, don't shoot me for what I'm saying. Because of all the brutalities, I don't need you coming headhunting me. But then I realized, you know what? Let me keep it positive. Let me keep it more sports. However, but I'm going to bring it to the avenue where it's going to be sports and like the ESPN can't, shed. You know what I mean? Like Stuart Scott, couldn't talk about. A lot of people who are, on major networks, they can't talk about. So I say, you know what? Let's be that.
Well, Skip and Stephen A will talk about it. I have to give it one.
Yeah.
Give it one shout. They will touch on race. And I noticed that right or wrong or whatever their point of view is, they'll at least give it some light to shine. Yeah. And will people get in a frenzy when they start talking about race?
Of course.
Listen, people, racism is alive and well.
It's not going nowhere.
It's almost like certain white people want you to be like, listen, man, racism is over. If you ever watch Dear Black People, racism is over. We're done with that. Where the fuck you living at? Where the fuck you living at? It's alive. It's alive and well. And let me tell you something. And every time it rears its ugly head, it needs to be pointed at, it needs to be shown, and it needs to be exterminated. You got to do it every time. That is just the truth.
But this is the other thing too. This is the problem that we have right now.
Sorry, guys.
It's not so much that racism is rearing its ugly head. I think the thing that scares people on the flip side is they're seeing a lot of intelligent minorities that are acting above the standard when they have the floor. So that's what scares them. It wasn't the fact that Beyonce came out with the bullets and the Michael Jackson jacket and the Black Panthers.
Nope.
It was the fact that it was Beyonce taking the Super Bowl stage when everybody in the world was watching to say something to rise consciousness. So that is going to scare anybody because anytime we not acting like niggas, that's when the people say, wait a minute.
Oh, no doubt.
What is going to happen now? So just shouts out to Beyonce for doing what she do.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Homegirl for putting her opinion out to again give us the light that we need because you know what? If it wasn't for ignorant people like her, then we couldn't shine a light back on Beyonce to say, look how powerful a move this sister made.
Yeah, she made a power move.
So, beyond giving her the donkey of the day, man, just drop one of clues bombs for her, man. She's an idiot, man.
Yeah, she's an idiot to the highest order. So, she'll, listen, she got her little 15, 20 minutes to shine on and she'll build her platform off of that because the people who like to listen to that type of stuff will continue to listen to her.
Exactly.
And, she'll do just fine, with that segment of America that rolls with that. So, it is what it is.
Well, people, I just want to apologize for the sound quality. We have a little technical difficulties. I thought I had its piece and I didn't have it. Whatever. However, we still gonna rock out. Like I said, we we're gonna wrap it up and we're gonna, put that to bed. We know it's a lot of ignorant people out there, but we just want to let you guys know, like, a lot of black people aren't angry. We aren't violent. The Black Panthers did not stand for, hatred. Like I said, it was an organization that was meant to empower its people and to help. And without them, no free lunch, no reduced school lunches, and a lot of stuff that everyone receives, not just white, not just black people, but a lot of other races. So
you know what though? You know why they don't like the Black Panthers is because in that era, white people were able to run ragged all over black people. Yeah. And they were the first group to kind of step up and be like, no. That's not passing. That's not flying in this zone right now.
Mm-hmm.
So they were able to be the big brother to black people, ran by black people.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, anytime you start getting an aggressive black person with white people, that starts getting a little scary for them. So, you know, Beyonce coming out with the whole Black Panther, you know, movement type of, get up in her Super Bowl performance, you know, it may have brought on some memories that some certain white people would like to forget. Like, damn, I remember when I could do whatever I want. I could tell a nigga, you better not drink at that white water fountain. You better go to that color one. And then, you know, the Black Panthers like, I'll drink whatever the fuck I want. See, they don't like that. They don't like that.
Yeah.
They don't like that.
You know what I find funny about it, though? Is that anytime that you get an organization of people that stand up for themselves, everybody wants to say, especially when they're minority, they're militant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Anytime the Latino community comes together and they doing this, they got to be a drug cartel. They got to be gang.
Yeah, true.
Yep.
Yeah,
Anytime
true.
we stand up as black people, they got to be Panthers. They got to be this. They got to be that. But let some people come around and go to Walmart and buy up all the white sheets. Hey, they're just having a rally. They just want to talk to people. They want to talk about Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus ain't never come nowhere with a white sheet over his head. You know what I'm saying?
Or they ain't never go to Oregon and hold a building for hostage. I'm just saying.
Right. Well, and you know what? Then just about all of them made it out alive. Let that have been a bunch of niggas.
Man, please.
You see how fast that situation would have been, you know, nixed in the bud. Cause you just not, some black people unarmed can't make it. You think some armed black people gonna make it? Shit.
Never have. You know what I love right now, man? I think today we definitely need to just, man, we kind of need to kick on the political tip, man. Because, I mean, we in Black History Month. It's the only month that they really recognize what we do anyway, somewhat. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, man, we just need to give the people what they want. I mean, plus, I got a great topic that I want to talk about because it was just history made yesterday that I think everybody in America just need to know about.
What you talking about? The light skin slam dunk contest?
The waffle colored brothers.
Are you talking about that?
Stepped up. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. Not yet.
Okay.
But just before we really get to the fun part, I want to keep it serious again. I think yesterday was a momentous moment for me because being a Hampton University alumni, you know, seeing that we did something again in the month of February that was groundbreaking and history making for our culture. And then it has something to do with sports. Everybody that know me, you know, I always shout out sports is life. But yesterday, Hampton University was able to debut their men's lacrosse team as a Division I program for the only HBCU around.
Oh, look at that.
You know what I mean? Morgan State, shout out to Morgan State. My brother went there too. But they had a program back in the day from 1975 to 1981 that was always also a great lacrosse program. I mean, even go through and look at the records, they defeated programs like Harvard and Notre Dame when Notre Dame was number one in the country back in the day. So something that's unfounded.
Okay.
You know, but what I'm saying about yesterday is that lacrosse is a sport that not a lot of people in our community know about.
No.
Nobody wants to play it. Everybody think it's not cool. It's just a white person sport. I mean, but shout out again to Jim Brown.
Yeah, about to say
because Jim Brown was probably the pioneer for African Americans playing the sport, and is noted as one of the greatest to ever play.
True. Yeah.
So I mean, you're talking about somebody that was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame and the National Lacrosse Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
On every level. So I think that's something that we need to just bring awareness to because again, HBCUs never get enough love, man. You know, a lot of us, and I think it's a shame because even a lot of people in our community don't really know about it. You know, I'll be straight up honest myself. Like the reason I found out about Hampton was because that was one of them college tours that they took you on.
Yeah.
You know, and then when I saw the campus and saw the girls, I was like, yeah, this is definitely going to be a good spot. But
you know what? They had took us there, but when I saw them damn grave sites, I was all set.
Yo, but check this out. This is why I love going in about my school. The crazy thing about the cemetery and the grave sites that you saw on campus, right? The actual regiment from Glory, the movie Glory, everyone from that regiment is buried on our campus.
That's what's up,
Besides Booker T. Washington going to Hampton, right? Being one of our famous alumni. we have a tree on the campus. It's called Emancipation Oak. Emancipation Proclamation was read the first time on our campus under that tree.
Damn.
So it's history. And then what
American
people don't,
history, too.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Not just black history, that's American history.
Exactly. And what people don't talk about, especially what the light was shined upon yesterday, is that Hampton has always been a place that has been the first to make moves to do something controversial. I mean, our president is somebody that has raised the endowment from, I think it was close to like $2 million when I was there, so it's close to $1 billion now. You know what I mean? And this is all him saying, listen, we as African Americans need to know what our culture stands for, where our roots are. And also, he's made a big move to also include whitey.
Yeah.
Listen, bring your kids. Because if we don't want ignorant people out there, we got to teach y'all what it is. Yeah. So come on and bring them here. You know what I mean? So I just thought it was special, not just because it was Hampton University, because, again, it's another sport that we now get a chance to conquer. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because if Jim Brown did it, it ain't no way that we can't have another one.
Well, just to kind of piggyback on that a little bit, my son played lacrosse. Actually, this year was the first time they wanted. They were trying to bring lacrosse to the inner city. So what they did was
some schools got it.
Yeah, some schools got it already. Yeah. What they were doing was like, if you signed your kid up to play lacrosse, they'll front you all of the equipment.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean? And obviously, if you don't know lacrosse is a very athletic sport. It's a lot of running. It's a lot of juking. It's kind of like it's almost like a football, hockey soccer mix. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like a mashup of sorts. And, my son did really well in it. He likes lacrosse. Is that going to be, what he, goes and gets a scholarship on? We'll see. But, he did very well in it and he played it and they're like, Dad, this game is fun. I never knew about this. It's a lot of games you don't know about, son. A lot of games you don't know about.
And it was started by the Native Americans. That's who started. It was started by the Native Americans, and they took it upon themselves, and they kind of made it like a national thing, and a lot of their reservations and a lot of their land, like that's their football, that's their basketball, that's their sport, and a lot of them hold true to that. Like, listen, this is ours, and like our kids, like some of their kids don't know, like this is where it started, So, but again, like you say, we have to be very conscious about sports because people think that we just play, jump, shoot, that's it. It's a lot of history, and like you said, like that lacrosse thing is big, man.
It's big, man, big. And I think it's just big, just another opportunity for people from the inner city to not only get a chance to play a sport, but to earn an education playing the sport.
Exactly,
because I think for the thing that set Hampton apart from what Morgan State did is, again, they stepped on the scene a full-fledged D1 program. So now they have the scholarship offers. They have, they're going to have the recruiting budget and things like that. And I think one of the biggest things I took away from yesterday in the ESPN broadcast was you had two of their lacrosse reporters that were reporting from the school crying on air. Because they said just the fact that we taped them coming out, walking to the field, grew the sport. So across the board, man, I mean, listen, again, this is just another opportunity for our kids to learn something different, to do something different, to not always think that it's about a basketball or a football or something, that sports is a way that you can educate yourself and take yourself to a higher level, but again, make history, because these young men that stepped on that field yesterday, even though they lost to Robert Wesleyan, they made history. The nation paid attention to what they did. So to have that opportunity at 17, 18, 20 years old, come on, man, that's big. You never know what we just catapulted them young brothers to do in their lifetime.
Definitely.
So I just want to shout it out. I just want to shout out Hampton University. I love my HU, the real HU, the only HU. No, I'm not going to do that because I love Howard too. I'll just keep it like that. But Hampton.
What I like about that though is it just opens your spectrum of other sports that black people can get involved in.
True.
I mean, listen, as a youth, I wanted to wrestle. My high school didn't have no freaking wrestling program.
We barely had a football
program. But I wanted to wrestle. And I was really good. And I thought, you know what, given the opportunity and the chances, I would have loved to wrestle. My son is an excellent swimmer. maybe he could be on his Tim Duncan shit.
First thing I fell in love with swimming.
He could swim like a fish. And he black with dreads. And he could swim like a fish. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, when you start to open up some of these other avenues to say, listen, man, black people in sports, you just can't put us in this one box of basketball and football.
It used to be baseball.
And it used to be baseball. And
Dominicans take over.
Well, listen,
we need to get back to that.
We need to get back to that. My son plays baseball too. To tell you the truth, the God honest truth, my son plays a lot of sports. And the sport that I think he has the most talent in. And his coach is sitting right next to me, so he saw him play football and he knows what he could do.
My boy.
But the sport I see him with the most talent in is baseball. It's unreal.
Listen,
I tell him all the time.
Crazy.
I said, kid, you don't understand. There's not a lot of you in baseball. There's a lot of you in football and basketball. By the dozens, kid. By the baseball, they're dying. I mean, MLB just started a program for inner city.
The Urban League Initiative.
The Urban League Initiative, yeah. They want to get black people back involved. I mean, listen, you could talk about Andrew McCutcheon and Josh Howard, and then you're going to lose a lot of other black people after that. Of current players. There's a lot of people who don't know Justin Upton and all these other, like they don't even know black baseball players.
And you know what the problem is with that, what people really don't understand, is that you talk about these players and we start to stretch out and how few and far between they are.
Yeah.
But the thing about baseball that people don't understand, that's almost a guaranteed 20 to 30 year career if you really want to play that long.
Yeah, true.
And you talking about guaranteed money
up
front?
Guaranteed.
Well, you know what? I think me and Quet was talking about this a couple of days ago. Jason Upton has signed a contract, and they said, man, he really took a hometown discount for 7 years, $85 million. You can't get that in football. No running back, wide receiver getting that in football. Guaranteed?
And that's a discount.
Guaranteed?
And a discount.
They said that was a discount.
Not a drop.
We talking Andrew McCutcheon when he signed his next deal, probably going to sign for $200 million. Easy. Howard done already put like 170 on the books.
Easy.
Like, in this money, what's his name? God, I'm drawing a blank right now because I am a Mets fan. And I really can't think of this guy.
Cespedes?
Not Cespedes. He doesn't play for the Mets anymore, but we signed him years and years ago.
Reyes.
Bobby Bonilla.
Bobby Bonilla is still, as of this year,
still getting paid on the books.
No, hold on. Not only is he still getting paid on the books, but as of this year, he was the highest paid vet, and he ain't played in 8 years. He was the highest paid vet, and he ain't played in 8 years.
The crazy thing about it is, again, for us in our community, these are things that we don't tell our youth.
That's right.
They don't know. Yeah. You know, so as much as I am too a LeBron fan, shout out to Rich London, you know, as much as I am a football fan, I mean, again, you know, we have to start to educate our youth on the things that they don't know about. And these are things that you can make a solid living in. And honestly, listen, I keep it 100. After watching Concussion today, I don't know if Baby Ruck gonna be out there.
True.
I don't know, because that movie scared the mess out of me. It made me think to myself, I'm like, yo, did I?
Yeah, man.
I don't be wild.
Especially like when you forget something, like, man, maybe I got a concussion, maybe I got CTE. Yeah, man. You know
what I'm saying? So, I mean, I think, again, the great thing about it that I see with us, and especially with sports, is because, and this is another thing, like we talked about Beyonce, this is the thing that scares people about us, because they know when we get into something, we take over.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying? So they don't want us to know, but trust and believe on this program, we going to let y'all know what it is out here.
Yes, and we're going to keep bringing you the raw and uncut.
Let y'all know.
There's big contracts out there in other sports. Soccer, hockey. If you want to be an independent contractor and get into golf or even tennis for that matter, you talking about Roger Federer and Djokovic and all of those guys. We're talking about yearly earnings of over $30, $40, $50 million yearly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Easy. So, listen, I don't want to get into genetics, but you get an athletic black guy out there that can get that volley back in tennis, because I watch tennis. I love me some tennis. And you talk
Pick it
about
up.
get that drop shot and get a serve, pumping that over $150.
Mm-hmm.
You shooting aces all day. It's the reason why Venus and Serena were so dominant.
Yes.
You know what I mean? They had
is.
never, and still are.
Yeah.
Actually, Venus just won a tournament today.
Mm-hmm.
You talking, they never seen anything like that.
Nah.
The power, the speed, the finesse that Richard coached into them. I mean, that's a lot of that is God given. And there's other young black females coming up in tennis today. And I'm telling you, they can't really push through because Venus and Serena are just at the top. And listen, you got to think back in the day when you think of like, Lindsay Davenport and Martina Hingis, like their primes was from like their teenage years to like early 20s. You took Serena, Venus, and they pushing 40. They pushing it. And they still in their still in their Serena prime. More so, but still in their prime. We're talking about girls who started when they was 15. They've been in the game 20 something years and they still strong, where the people that have been in the game, there's nobody that's been in the tennis game as females as long as they have. Unless you want to go back in the day to like Martinez, Navratilova, and Steffi Graf and all of that. It's nobody
that's been in tennis that has been as impactful or dominant as them two. No. And think about the money that they made.
Yeah.
Because, listen, Serena is always going to get my vote because what a lot of people don't understand, she went to the table with Nike and said, listen, I need all my dough.
She said, I'm tired of wearing Pumas.
I need all my dough.
Pumas.
And Nike gave it to her just like they did Jordan and a couple other people. Yeah. So, again, we have to spread this word, man. There are other things that we can do in the other avenues. And I think shout out to people that are out there taking risks because, you know, for Hampton University being an HBCU, they didn't have to do it.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? They didn't have to do it. They could have stayed in their lane. And that's the one thing that I always will forever be grateful. The lesson that they always teach us is that you don't have to stay in your lane. You be a trailblazer and do something different. You do something that people ain't gonna never think that you could do. So again, I just think that opened the doors because, I mean, now you have all these HBCUs, especially in the MEAC conference, now talking about adding lacrosse as a D1 sport. And my thing is, again, what that spawns, you talking about, you know what it would be to just think about the DMV community. So Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, right? For DC, for Baltimore, for Virginia, to have a Hampton Howard lacrosse game twice a year.
True, yeah.
And it'll be in RFK Stadium. Man, come on, B. You know how monumental that is?
True.
And again, it's something that people will never see coming. But again, it lets people know that, again, we are a different breed, man. We're a different breed, and once we get the tools, you can't stop it. So, shout out to my HU, man, because that, for me, had me sitting in front of the TV calling everybody and their mama. You know I went there, right? That's my school. That's where I went. I got my T-shirt on now. I know it's too small, but I got it on right now.
You stupid. Yeah, nah, you are definitely correct on that one. Definitely correct on that one. Definitely, we got to definitely, blaze a trail for kids coming up. So we're going to definitely do that. However, enough of being somber.
Yeah.
Enough of being somber.
Let's get to it.
If you did not see that slam dunk contest last night.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you missed a good one. Oh, you missed a good one.
I got to say, man, in the midst of big man season, Drake is kind of taking some of my shine, man. I don't like it, but he got these light-skinned dudes out here winning. Yeah. Zach LaVine, I don't know where he came from. I mean, he looked like he had a little bit of red lipstick on, but because he's so light-skinned. Him and Aaron Gordon. I just think, for them to bring back the show that they did last night, they honestly, they saved NBA Saturday night.
Oh, yeah, they did.
For All-Star Weekend.
Because a lot of people didn't watch it.
Kenny Smith was calling. He said, listen, I want the 3-point contest to be the last one.
Yeah.
That should be the closeout of, nah, man, we got to have a dunk contest. So what they did last night, the dunks that they had, bro, that dude sat down in the air.
Yes.
He sat down in the air.
I mean, it really hasn't been a dunk contest that kind of had you captive. Because even when Vince Carter stole the show, it was Vince Carter and that was it. There was nothing else you were looking forward to. I mean, when you start to think about like a dunk battle, you got to go all the way back to
Jordan,
Dominique and Jordan and Spud Webb. You could throw Spud Webb and Jordan in there. Like, those were the last times it was like, yo, two people was coming at each other just bang, just banging hard. And Aaron Gordon. My God, was I impressed with Aaron Gordon.
Listen. First of all, that mascot to get on that hoverboard like that
was crazy.
I'm surprised it ain't blow up. And y'all know, NBA know they dead wrong because them joints ain't supposed to be out the country neither. But we'll go back to that. But yo, just for him to do what he did, cause Zach LaVine to go from the free throw line 3 times? Come on, son.
You know, I was watching that. Like I said, I had caught the tail end of it because I was just coming in. I'm sorry. I was just coming in, but I mean, I was like, somebody gonna miss. Cause I was like, I was screaming like a little kid. Cause I'm like, yo, somebody gotta miss.
Yo, they had 650s.
Crazy.
It was 650s in a row.
Crazy. It was literally a dunk off.
Because it was, you know what? I see you and I'll raise you.
Yes.
I see you and I'll raise you again. Like,
but that's what it's about though. Like you said, like I was tired of being like a one-man show.
Yeah.
You know, like somebody do something, and then it's like once you lose that momentum, like it's over.
Yeah.
It's it's over. But to see these dudes like go from, I mean, like when I seen LaVine, go from, I mean, because, we've seen people go from, like, the free throw line or, like, a little above it. But to go from the free throw line and to come under your legs like that?
To come under your legs, to windmill that joint, to catch an alley-oop from the free throw line. But you know what the other thing is that people don't talk about that I thought was amazing?
What's that?
Both of them dudes, they over 6'5". Zach LaVine is 6'8". Aaron Gordon is 6'10". How you sit down in the air and you 6'10"?
That's crazy.
Over a mascot.
And let's not forget how young they are. Those dudes like under the age of 23.
Yo.
And they doing that.
On another side note, I just want y'all to make sure y'all go to Instagram right now. Y'all need to find Aaron Gordon's sister and then thank me later. That's all I'm saying.
Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead.
That's all I'm saying.
Chris is the Instagram king.
And thank me later.
Please let me see her.
Cause, But anyway, cause I don't want to get in trouble. It's, I know you listen, baby. I love you. Mama, I love you.
Too late.
Hold it down. Nah, man. I just think just that. And I think just the 3-point contest was just something different, man.
Two teammates
on the same team. It ain't fair.
Nah.
They both waffle colored.
I mean, Aaron Gordon 2 A's or 1?
I think it's 2.
Is he A-Ron?
Yeah. A-Ron.
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 You done messed up now? A-Ron.
The crazy thing is he could put that name on a resume and nobody would know what's coming in the door.
Exactly.
That's
Aaron
exactly
Gordon.
That's exactly why I named my son Bryce. Because I don't want nobody knowing what's coming in the door. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be no Shaquille. Yep. Go ahead.
Let me see.
Yep.
Let me just say.
Yep.
Listen, man. Unlike these other people, man, I love my girl, man, and I never go up here, man, trying to find nothing like that. But goddamn,
listen,
that's a grown woman.
Listen, I'm gonna just say it, people.
I know he was getting heat when he was in high school, elementary. You know he was getting heat. Yo, listen, because we went to school with some people who had some bad sisters, and we went to school with people who had some bad moms. Oh, the heat was hard.
Heat. And the crazy thing is, she was a 4-year starter at Harvard.
Wow.
So she got the brains too? All right, which one of the parents is white? Because they too light.
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
Which one of the parents is white? It's gotta be the mom.
I'm about to say.
Gotta be the mom.
I'm just guessing. Going on a limb here. Gotta be the mom.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be the mom.
Yo, so last night, man, again, that 3-point contest, I just think that was it was crazy, man, because the skill alone.
Yes.
The skill alone. And the fact that Clay won and he beat the best shooter in the world.
And they are
easily.
They are on the same team.
Same damn time, man.
Same
I don't know you like
team.
that.
Like it's like that's just crazy that they on the same team and what they did. Like he beat him, was it 27-24?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you see how close a margin that is? Like, they're both shooting in the 20s in the final round. That's unheard of.
The thing is, he didn't miss for 3 straight racks.
That's crazy.
See, that's what I want to see you like. And off air, you don't know what I'm talking about. But see, I want to see you with your natural, all the time setting.
And it's there.
Yes.
I ain't say that, baby. But it's there.
Yeah, my girl listens to the show too.
Anyway,
Blame me. Blame me.
You know what? Just drop one of Clues bombs for that, man. Just off air. Trust me, people. You don't need to see it.
Nah.
We telling you it's the truth. Drop one of Clues bombs for that, please.
Shout out Elise Gordon is her name at Oh Hey Elise. That'd be OHHAYELISE, all capital letters. You want to follow that on Instagram.
And tell her that we sent you.
Tell her that don't shoot the messenger sent you, because we need that plug.
It's on YouTube.
Because you don't run off on the plug with us. Like,
on YouTube, that. Professional Sutton, but that's us though. Just because it said Professional Sutton, that's still us.
Our brother win the dunk come second place in the dunk contest. You can fuck about it.
You stupid.
When are you talking about him when he got robbed?
It's like,
it should have been a tie.
Right.
It should have been a tie.
That last dunk was no 47.
No.
That was no 47.
Should have been a tie.
I think Shaq got jealous. Shaq might could
Somebody said
do
that.
Yeah, he could, because he couldn't do that.
Yo, I think you know what it was. I don't even think it was Shaq, because shout out to Shaq. He from Jersey. Newark, stand up. So I ain't gonna say that. I already know, bro. All right. Don't even get, baby. I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it.
Yeah, quite up here acting a fool right now.
No, it's quite fault.
Yeah,
but I think it was like Kevin Hart said. I think it was Tracy McGrady pants that caused that score. That along with Charles Barkley accent, it's just terrible. It's terrible.
Oh, it's stupid.
Kobe Bryant is the best player in the world.
All right, just FYI, Dad is white.
Whoa.
Dad is white.
You see?
Dad was out there hunting.
Dad was out there hunting.
He was hunting.
Okay.
Big game hunting.
Okay,
Hey.
Mr. Gordon.
Yeah, you know what happened when that go down. Go down in the DM.
Dark meat, baby. That's
Yo.
what that DM stands for.
Yeah.
Him.
I got me a mixed breed on the way. My baby is all 100% Puerto Rican. So I got me when mine come, it's definitely gonna be a mixed breed.
Yeah.
So I just think those two young boys, man. I think just the league itself. I think they're in good hands with the transition to Kobe, with the transition of LeBron's hairline. I think gotta drop a bomb for that.
Oh man, he's straight playing my dude.
I think the league is in great hands, man. I just really do. I just think, it was a great night.
Yeah.
The stars was out. Russell Westbrook actually had a outfit on that was like pretty blackish,
like really mannish.
Yeah, it was like
okay.
it was kind of calm, even though I didn't see the tail end of that jacket, but he had some goat fur and denim. It was a good night, man. It was a good night. I just liked it, and I like where the league is headed. Overall, I think Adam Silver, he really doesn't get enough credit for what he's doing with the league, because he's doing some good things.
And he's so New York, man. He's so New York. He loves New York, man. And he's bringing the essence of basketball, and like from New York. Like we know New York as being a little gritty. Like we know basketball is what it is. So he's trying to clean it up. Keep it safe, but at the same time, he's still trying to bring it where it's attracting a younger crowd. Where like the younger crowd, they want to watch it. They want to participate. And we saw that slam dunk contest. Like that was straight. When we had our uncles tell us stories about, you had to see Dr. J. Yeah. You had to see, you had to see little Mousy from around the corner, and how he used to come off the back of the back. So stuff that you couldn't see, now you're getting to see, like these young boys, they really doing it. And it's like video game, like for you to do those type of dunks, that's what you do in like 2K. You know what I'm saying?
But I say this though. I forget the brother's name, but I found him out last night. It's this dude in California. He was the one that did that sit down dunk that Aaron Gordon did.
Yeah,
some dark skinned dude. Shout out to the dark skinned brothers.
There we go.
With some dreads, drop a bomb for that.
There we go.
But he's the one that kind of put that out there, and I think we in that social media, era where stuff goes viral, man, and everybody gets a chance to do it. But again, I just think it was just a good weekend, man. And to be in Toronto is crazy, but I will say this. and I'm going to say this online, so baby, you might get mad. I don't care.
It's a couch right here. So
next year, son, the All-Star game is in Charlotte.
Ooh.
I'm there.
I'm
there.
Let me know.
I'm there. All weekend. It's a wrap. Listen, if my boss is listening right now, I'm getting sick a year in advance. Okay?
He got the Zika. He got Zika.
Yep. It's going to be time released. So understand that I'm going to be off because, the NBA All-Star game.
But you know what would be hot, though? If they let, like, one contestant who's not an NBA player in the slam dunk contest.
Yeah, that would be dope.
Like, I think that Silverman would actually let that. I think he allowed
that.
That
would be dope.
He's the commissioner to say, you know what, we got a lot of these people. You have to advance, and if you want to come, they got all these like other celebrities. To have that dude up there, or people who could really dunk or shoot, let them come up there, let them do their thing. That would really bring the fans together, and especially
they gonna find a way to do it.
Yeah,
at some point they gonna find a way to do it.
They should.
That's only right, man. But, again, Charlotte, 2017? Oh, my goodness. If for all the people that know what already goes down in Charlotte, CIAA weekend, any of them black colleges down there,
it's going to be crazy.
My goodness. Are y'all serious? And see, I'm saying that because I actually worked the All-Star game when it was in Atlanta, when I was working with the Hawks down there. Oh, my man,
it's crazy, huh?
I can't talk no more because I know I'm gonna get divorced if I keep talking. So what's the next subject?
He's stupid. I don't know, Chris. Since we can't talk about women on the show no more.
Shout out to Marquette. He said that.
Yo, he's driving the bus.
Drop one of Clues bombs to that.
He just threw me on the bus and he's driving. It's all good, though. It's all good. Can't kill them, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying? I dropped the bomb anyway. Cause somebody dropped the ball. But anyway.
Yeah. It goes down.
Like I said, it wasn't a whole lot that was really, pressing. Like I said, I think that once that dunk contest came, it was like, I was talking about that for a long time, the Beyonce situation, but
I got some stuff we gotta talk about.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Off air.
I'm something. We'll talk about that off the air.
Okay. Cool. So I was talking to Chris, and we're gonna have a segment. It's called like the shining moment of the week, basically where you see something on YouTube or in anywhere. And that's going to be the shining moment. So you can go check it out. You can go see it. So I'll give mine, cause I know Chris got a good one. Chris got a good one. I'll say.
Don't spoil it.
Yeah. I'm not going to spoil it.
Let's go.
I'm not going to spoil it. So my shining moment is I was watching, TV and I was watching E60 and it was this team. They were from, California. They're California School of the Deaf. And the segment was called Silent Night. So it was a football team, all deaf kids. So the whole time you're watching the segment, it's silent. So you just see sign language, you see that. But these boys can ball. These boys can ball. So they was 5-0 going to the season, right? 5-0. And they scored 227 points. And guess how much the other team scored?
How much?
Nothing.
Okay, my question is, how do they know when the play's dead?
So,
listen, that's a legit question.
It's legit.
That's a legit.
Son, you killing the game right now.
Yo, hold on, though. Y'all doing me so dirty because I said that shit with a straight face and everything. I would like to know. I would like to know.
Shout out to Chris, man.
Yeah.
He is my man.
No,
if nobody ain't gonna say it, Chris gonna say it.
I'm just asking the question.
So they knew it was over because they, like you see, like the referee waved their hand.
Yeah, but everybody's not. You know what I mean? To have everybody on the team looking in a direction, like unless they're trained.
Yeah. To
do that, it's like, yo, listen. As soon as we start to play, you kind of gotta have your peripheral, like kind of paying attention to the referee.
But also, they are so used to like looking at the referee and looking at the coach that was just instinct. You know what I mean? So anytime like they'll see a dead ball or like they, you know, and they run spread, and you know it's perfect because they run no
silent count.
Exactly.
Yo, man, y'all killing me.
Yo, it's no Omaha going on, people. There's no Omaha.
Yo.
It's no ready. Chris has said solid count is over.
On two.
On two. I wish when we get the video, people, I want y'all to see what y'all wish we could record this now to see what just would happen.
Yo, cause dead serious saying this shit. Y'all motherfuckers is clowning every time, son.
Listen, he said, how can they see a dead ball? All right. How can they hear the silent count? Oh my God. Oh my God.
But listen, best thing, they never get any taunting penalties because they can't hear you talking.
That's what they would say. You know what?
Chris.
You know what? You know what? Fuck both of y'all. Okay. This ought to be a good moment. Okay.
Yo, and I'm trying to take it as a good moment here.
Good moment.
I'm asking real questions because I'm genuinely intrigued about what you're talking about. It just was a couple roadblocks that I wanted to know how they got over.
Do you want to know the school fight song too? Huh?
I'm not going there. That's what I'm saying. Yo, you taking shots. I'm asking legitimate questions. Legitimate questions.
Do you want to know their theme song too?
No,
for the game?
no.
Sure?
No, I want to know how they did for the rest of the season because I'm asking real questions.
Okay, well, I'm going to fast forward because he just like, that's it. Okay, I was talking about my shining star moment. He talking about.
Oh my goodness.
He asked me if they listening to Def Leppard. I said, "Come on, now.
See?
You know what I mean?"
I ain't ask you none of that, yo. I ain't ask you none of that.
See, he want to know if it's Beats by Dre that they sponsored by.
Listen, man. Shout out to the school in
California school.
Man, shout out to them, man, for the school of the deaf, man. Shout out to anybody who's physically, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
This is not a clown session.
No, it's not.
Never that.
Never that. Def Jam is in the building.
Yo.
For real. I love it. So, yeah, I can't hear it. I can't. Yeah, listen, yeah. Chris is that dude who see a cousin in a wheelchair with J's on and say, yo, why he got scuff marks on the bottom of him? That's Chris. Chris want to know that. Okay. Chris want to know.
Again, another legitimate question.
Chris want to know why my deaf cousin got on headphones. I'm like, listen, man, maybe he cold. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Chris want to know why your cousin that's colorblind was like, yo, that don't match.
Yeah.
he wanted them dudes.
Yeah.
You got a disability. How did you get over it? That's
asking me how my blind cousin got HDTV. I said, I don't know, man. I don't know. He wanted
shout out to Best Buy. Bought me a nice little 55-inch on sale.
There we go.
HD LED TV from Best Buy. It was on sale, man. For all you people out here that's broken, you got your income tax money. Go get that. I bought that with my regular check, but
we're gonna have two people not listen no more. Yo, listen,
two people are definitely pissed off.
Yo, listen, this show just went left. Okay, it just went left. Okay,
totally left. All right, anyway, let's get back into this.
So I'm gonna try to.
What was it? We'll get into
a shining moment.
A shining moment. Listen, all right, listen.
Hold on, wait. I just wanted to finish. So they made the playoffs and they lost 15-14. That's it. That's it. That's it.
Okay.
They was balling.
They make a move.
They sound like a good team.
They sound like good.
Oh shit!
Chris, you're killing me.
Yo, all my life, sir. All my life, y'all niggas know I didn't mean it like that.
Chris,
yo, I swear to God.
You're killing me, yo. You're killing me. I'm about to cut his mic off. Man.
Yo, this went left, but as always, it's classic,
crazy,
man.
Yo, that was
classic,
crazy,
man.
Yo, he said, "Oh my God, that's crazy." Woo, that was funny,
man. Anyway, man, shout out to them, man. I didn't mean it like that.
Oh man,
it's what you normally say. You say somebody sound like a good team.
Just go ahead, cause you know
I can't like.
Right,
I can't put like a muffle on how I normally talk. You know what I mean? I'm giving you your props, whatever your disability is. Anyway, let's get to my shining moment.
God, we gotta hear this.
Listen.
Unranked.
Shut up. Shut up. Let me do me. Let me be great.
Ohio State.
Listen. Sometimes in life,
He got a monologue. Go ahead.
Sometimes in life, man,
Want some theme music?
everybody's holding you down. You don't know if you could rise to the occasion or not. It's been that kind of season for the Duke Blue Devils this year. And the chips was down. The chips was down on us. You lost 4 or 5. We rattled off 4 wins in a row, 3 over ranked opponents. They still don't want to put us back in the ranking. We the defending national champions. Virginia come in the house. Ain't won since 95.
That was easy.
Grayson Allen goes up to the line, up by a point, 10 seconds left, misses 2 foul shots. Virginia drives down, gets a hard bucket. 7 seconds left. Coach K calls the timeout. Grayson, I want the ball in your hands, boy. Puts the ball in Grayson's hand. They're all over. I mean, they could have called foul 4-5 times. Went up strong, off the board, game winner, Grayson Allen, Duke Blue Devils. We gonna be back in the ranking. Everybody keeps sleeping on Duke.
Did he travel though?
It wasn't a travel. It was a foul before that. It was a foul before that. I see that Ashley Graham joint too. But anyway, anyway, man, my shining moment. Duke Blue Devils, no time left. Game winner, win over Virginia. Number 7 ranked in the country. Somebody drop one of them bombs.
And guess who they got to play?
For Duke.
I guess.
Carolina, here we come, baby. Carolina, here we come, baby.
Hey, I guess. Anyway. That was nice. Yo, listen.
That's crazy.
I'm still like.
How that sound?
Off of that what I just said, yo. Yeah, I'm still reeling off of that, yo. I'm still reeling off of that. D, what's your shining moment of the week, man?
Ashley Graham.
I was going to say something, but now I'm not.
His wife would shoot him.
Listen.
And crit walk on him.
Easy. Y'all so crazy.
Oh my God.
Y'all so crazy.
Yo, I swear, this is so fun, yo.
Yo, my shining moment of the week is gonna have to be tonight, man. It's gonna have to be the All-Star game.
True.
It's Ebok's send off. You know, I don't call him Kobe. I'm gonna call him Ebok. I'm gonna call him Ebok. It's his send off, man. I think just like MJ send off in Atlanta, again, I was present for that, so I loved it. I think he's gonna go out and try to show people that he's Kobe. He might tear something, people. So for all y'all Lakers fans, be ready for the injury report.
But
tomorrow.
This will be the best place to tear it.
Yo,
the best place to tear it.
I mean, listen, I know they had extra security around his hotel room all weekend. You know, keeping all them the maids out the room. You know what happened last time?
What happened?
Shout out to Denver and Vaseline. Shout out to Denver and Vaseline. Nah, but on the real, I mean, again, what Kobe has meant to the NBA, I think what Kobe has meant to the game, definitely a game changer. It's something that should be respected. Even if you don't like him, you got to respect it.
Yeah, because I can't stand him snitching on Shaq. But I do respect his game.
Yeah,
I do.
You know, Kobe's always going to be like John Stockton to me. Like, I hate John Stockton, but you got to respect the game.
Like
you got to respect the game, son. You got to respect the game. So that's my shining moment. Just Kobe having his send-off the way that it is. I think every NBA city has been showing nothing but class in terms of sending him off the right way. The real shining moment for me, because y'all know I'm a sneakerhead. Like, that's my addiction. That's my problem.
Mine too.
Yo, the collection that Jordan sent him.
Oh, yeah, yo.
Oh,
word? I didn't see that.
That's crazy. He sent them all 35 pair?
He sent them all 35 pair.
But who the hell want a pair of Jordan after 18? Like, nobody give a damn.
Yo, son, but just the 35 pair that he sent them, the colorways that he sent them in, it was even dope. He even detailed it down to the box where he put his number and Kobe's number on the other side of the box.
Oh wow, that's
Like
love
that
right there.
crazy. That's more than love. You know, shout out to MJ being the GOAT and doing what he do always. But I think that's just my shining moment, man, because I think these boys are going to show out for Kobe tonight. And it's a good thing for the league, man. Yeah. And I'm glad that we're able to send people off that the way that we do. And my other shining moment, just shout out to all the other players that were just elected to the Basketball Hall of Fame. I think shout out to Shaq, shout out to AI. Again, for me being in Hampton and actually seeing this dude in real life, son. Bubba Chuck is what they call him.
Bubba Chuck
is the truth.
Matter of fact, Bubba Chuck, he was
you gonna do it? He gonna do it.
He was in AI fashion.
AI.
I don't know if y'all heard it, but
no, he was in Bubba Chuck. That's Bubba Chuck.
So he got a reporter. A reporter asked him a question, and this is what was said.
Maybe seeing you later this summer. You never know. Maybe. Where?
I'm gonna play it again. So the guy asked him, maybe you can see you this summer. And this is what AI answer was.
Maybe seeing you later this summer. You never know. Maybe.
Now, I thought maybe. Now listen.
Trying to make every excuse.
For those of you that
people are trying to clean it up, like he said later. No, he did not say later. People.
He said
that was, but he said
nigga where.
Where?
So again, I was trying to, for the benefit of the doubt, maybe he had a lisp. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it was lisp. like Photoshop the radio edit. He said, if you ain't seen it, please go. AI said nigga. That's gonna be like the new meme. Okay, that AI had like some classic memes, especially like the practice. But this one right here, nigga, right here,
this is death. Death. You can't hear nothing after
arms
this.
Folded, everything. Nigga, where?
And the other thing is, in true AI fashion, when y'all watch the video, again, people understand this is the Hall of Fame induction.
Yes.
Where they're notifying you that you're in the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
And this bro is the only dude with the ice blue Yankee fitted on, the T-shirt on.
Who but me?
4 chains. Yep. And he said, nigga.
Where?
And everybody else in the crowd that had a suit on
laughed.
And the crazy thing is, thank you. They just gave it to him just because they was like, yo, that's AI. What you gonna say to him now?
What do we
let him in the hall. You really can't say nothing to him now.
I mean, he was dressing like he was going to the tunnel.
Son.
He was dressing like it was 90.
He has no endorsements. He can do whatever he
Yes, he do. No, he's still with Reebok.
No.
He's still with Reebok.
Reebok still lifetime deal.
Got the lifetime deal.
Listen,
still,
that's the other thing, man. Let's put all this stuff to rest, man. Y'all keep reading these reports about certain players that's broke. Listen, man, it is not an icon of the game, of any sport that you will ever look into. Any icon of the game is not broke. OJ still got bread, son. Yeah. Stop playing these games, even though Cuba is killing that part.
You know what?
He's killing it, son.
Time out.
I like
we
that.
gotta talk about that show. Let me tell you something. This is changing my whole outlook on the OJ trial because obviously I was alive in 95. I remember 95.
So obviously I was alive.
I was 11.
That sound good.
I hope you were.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, I remember the Bronco chase. I remember all of it. And I remember saying, you know what? They set OJ up. God damn it. From what I'm hearing, this is accurate from everything I'm hearing from all sides. If it looked like a duck, if it talked like a duck, if it walked like a duck.
I'm going to give you one better. Not a dog. I'm going to give you one better. What Cedric didn't change said on Barbershop, OJ did it.
Yo, if this shit is convincing me more and more that he did it. But the illest thing I ever heard was Cuba, they was interviewing Cuba on Sway in the Morning. And
you don't got all the answers, Sway.
You don't got all the answers, but Cuba was they was asking him if his how he felt about, the OJ thing. He's like, yeah, I remember when it was going down, I was happy that he got off. I just wanted him to get off. I didn't care what happened either way. But it was a lot of that in the black community. They were just like, yo, you gotta remember the Rodney King beating that just happened and they got off. It was like, nah, we want one for the brother. We don't care if it come dirty or not. We wanted it. he was expressing that, but he said, as I did the film, he's like, I'm not going to tell you my opinion on it this way or that way because I don't want you to judge my performance if I was trying to play it as a guilty or innocent man. But he said, I will say this. He said, daily, my feelings on it changed. Daily with all the evidence. Because there's more stories that we're going to be privy to as the series continues to go on that's going to make you maybe sway another way. But I mean, the fact, literally, by watching this, I didn't know there was 2 white Broncos.
Yeah.
I just found that out.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
I mean, watching the show, like, I didn't even know that Nicole Brown Simpson had a lot of police reports that were already in the system.
Yeah. I didn't know that either.
That his friends were covering up. The most powerful thing to me that I think is, it's a bad thing for our people.
Yeah.
Is that when he said, and this was actually in a taped interview that I just watched this week, not even on the show, but he told the cops that was interviewing him, he said, listen, don't talk to me like I'm black. He said, I'm not black. I'm OJ.
Oh, yeah, that sounds about right.
You know, when you got a forensic psychologist that says that OJ was the perfect example of someone with a God complex. Yo, that thing cut deep, dog.
But the doctor that was played in Concussion, he said, I'll put my license that OJ
got CTE.
Got CTE.
Oh my God, yo! With everything that's going on in football, as I was watching the OJ story and how he is today and how he was back then, and all the people who just have these violent outbursts, oh my God, he matches it so well. I went and looked at the murder scene and the death photo of Nicole. Yo, he fucking decapitated her, yo. It was all the way down to her vertebrae. Like, her neck could have been a fucking a Pez dispenser. Like, and then to switch your gear from like committing a crime like that, a murder like that of 2 people, and then to flip your gear like, why is everybody come out? OJ.
Yeah.
Everybody, we still love you, Juice. Look, Juice, Robert Kardashian. They still love you, Juice. Everybody was still trying, like, there was the lady who, Marsha Clark, the lady who really prosecuted him, was on The View, who I watch sometimes for Whoopi because I can't stand Raven Simone, but that's another discussion for another day.
Yeah.
And she said, you know, when they went to go look at his house, they was, when they were picking jury members, they went into his house the first time. There was pictures of nothing but OJ and white people. He said they came back. It was nothing but OJ and black people. And she was mad as fuck. Like, whoa. Where are all the pictures with him and white people? Because, you know, when Johnny Cochran got on board, Johnny Cochran was pushing the black agenda here. Like, yo, whoa, this is a racist thing here. You're trying to go after another brother who Courtney B. Vance is doing a great job as Johnny Cochran. That motherfucker is smooth as ice as Johnny Cochran right now.
I'm about to say, they said that Johnny was smooth.
Johnny was. Let me tell you something. That's a smooth motherfucker right there.
Rest in peace, Johnny.
I'm 110% captivated by the People versus O.J. Simpson. If there was one knock I had on it, anytime they could get to maybe kind of show a glimpse of the Kardashian kids, they kind of plug it in there. Yeah. I don't like, and I know
they're trying to get that upper audience.
And listen, I know they're involved in it because moms was friends with Nicole, and obviously dad was besties with OJ.
And
so
allegedly, her and OJ had things
getting
going.
It popping.
Well, if you ever look at OJ daughter and Chloe, there's some real similarities. But
yeah,
you know, there's a funny picture of let me not say funny, but there's a meme of Kris Kardashian in the courtroom with Bruce. As OJ's being and with Robert up there, and it's like with your new boo at your old boo at your ex husband court case
at your side piece, crazy side piece Sunday.
That shit was hilarious, but you know, I'm 100% captivated by this People versus OJ Simpson thing. It's wonderful, and you bring up the CTE stuff and on the money.
Yeah, you know, I haven't seen it yet, but I mean, but like I said, growing up, I'm a psychology major, but I knew something was wrong with him just because even to this day, he's like, what's wrong? When a person who experienced like, you know, head trauma trauma like that and they have traumatic experiences,
Mm-hmm.
they suppress that. And when they suppress that, it didn't happen. Like, you ever hear about people who were raped and then you just like, hey,
Mm-hmm.
something, you know, you say, hey, sweetheart, you know, did you know what happened? She was like, no, it didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
People who've been in car accidents, like, no, it didn't happen. So when you have somebody like that, like OJ, who
And
been
any
through that,
type of trauma is like that. But the other thing that people discount too, and I think it goes along with the God complex, you got to understand what it takes to be a professional athlete,
Yes.
what it takes to be an athlete in
Yes.
general. The mindset that you go through, the switch that we flipped
Yeah,
from Sut to now I'm on the field,
yeah,
You know,
definitely. Yeah,
to Deshaun to Ruck, it's
Yeah.
totally different.
to Chris, the gayness. Yeah. No,
That's true.
nah, because his last name gay. And, you know,
Mhm.
and so gayness, like, that was his,
That
that
was
was his
that-
moniker.
That's the
That was
alter
the
ego.
moniker.
Kind of
And,
like
and the
Sweet.
crazy thing is, people they don't understand how to
Yeah, yeah.
switch that off.
Yeah.
Let's switch that off.
So, I mean, it's you watch something man, like that, it's crazy, it's intriguing, but
but not,
crazy. man.
but to defend my point, it's like, not only that, like you said, football, you can't
Mhm.
turn off. Then you doing movies,
can't
doing
turn off.
commercials,
Yep.
Basketball, you can't turn off neither.
and not the, and then to mention, he's a black man in the 70s, where we were like kind of outcast. The only
Yeah.
black man who was doing that was Jim Brown, but OJ was larger than life.
Yeah.
He wasn't a black man. He wasn't a white man. He was
It
OJ.
was the juice.
He was OJ. So
The
he was
juice.
doing everything. And I don't care what you say. I still love Naked Gun 33 and the third.
Yep.
I still love Naked Gun.
Mhm.
He was the man. But again, when
Yeah.
you watch that,
Mhm.
and then you see how it's manifesting today, and he will still tell you, I don't know what happened. And
Mhm.
people think, oh, he's just a sociopath.
BCTE.
He's
Yeah.
CTE. Like he probably don't remember.
But you know, to get back to the sway point, I never finished.
I'm sorry.
What Cuba has said was, he said, I thought that if you think about somebody who is a talent when they're young,
Mhm.
a lot of people come around and kind of protect them and put
Yep.
this like
Mhm.
this
Yeah.
shield around them. So they do everything that they could do so that the outside world
We'll
doesn't
see,
kind of
yeah.
infect them.
Mhm.
So they just become better and better athletes. But then as they get older and that stuff breaks away, the little boy that he was never got to really become a man in real life,
Michael
in
Jackson.
society.
Michael
Right,
Jackson.
just like Michael
Yeah.
Jackson. Because everybody always kept all the other shit away from you.
Yeah.
So you can throw a tantrum and people are going to give you what you
Yeah.
want because number one, you're the meal ticket.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Number two, they're trying to protect you from other people coming in and
Mhm.
being the meal ticket. So you can kind of also see that kind of play a role in the OJ thing where it was like, he kind of never was able to grow up and really be a man
Mhm.
because he was always guarded.
You know
He
who-
always had this big
you know-
entourage around
You
him.
know who else you can see that in? And it's the same shout out I just gave. Kobe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see his growth. Listen, you talk about from a child prodigy,
Yeah.
goes to the Lakers at 18, right?
The biggest stage.
The biggest, you are sheltered. Where they was talking about, he don't eat with us. He don't come out with us.
Yeah.
He stay in his own room. He got his own people.
Yeah.
Then you go to, okay, the snitching on Shaq.
Mm.
Clearly you in high school.
Kobe, you
Right?
can eat a dick.
You know what
You
I'm
can
saying?
eat a dick.
So you go through that. You go through the phase that when Kobe started after the trial, after everything that he did, again, he threw the tantrum, he
Yep.
thought he can get away with it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then you could say after that, all of a sudden now you rocking throwbacks. You got a rap album.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah,
you
where
want
did
that
that
street
come from?
cred back.
Yeah.
Where did that come
But
from?
now the crazy thing is the evolution, which I think, which I hope holds him together, is now he's at the tail end of his career where he's actually believable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where all the young players that did follow him actually say, yo, I actually like being around this dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
True.
saying? So
Yeah.
it was different, but yo, you can see it, man. And that, again, that goes back to our athletes, man. Just
Well-
gotta teach them better.
I hope Kobe's saving grace is that he's a very intelligent guy.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
nothing, common sense and street sense is something that's just priceless.
Mhm.
But hopefully,
Mhm.
him being such an intelligent guy, when his career is over and he's not as important as he once was, he can kind of fall back on those laurels and things that he's learned
Mm-hmm.
book wise to kind of guide him through. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, listen, I can see that. I never ever been worried about football. My son plays football. I'm not worried about him playing football.
Mm-hmm.
After, everything that's been happening and now like watching the OJ's thing and thinking how much I think CTE is involved in that.
Yeah.
definitely has me concerned.
Mhm.
Definitely has me concerned. I mean, this motherfucker is riding around with a gun in his hand in the Bronco. I want my mommy.
Yeah.
And I want to talk to mama.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, grow the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
pick your fucking balls up. And if you gonna do it, do it.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is, it's easy to say, but for them, they still have no understanding on how to do that.
Nah.
And that's why it's important that, people understand, when you are a child prodigy, you have to understand, like, these kids are still children. Like, these are grown men, but they are children. I remember, Dick Gravy talked about that, about Michael Jackson. And, so he was, I don't know, he was spazzing with some dude. It was an interview. He was like, Michael Jackson was still a boy. He didn't have a fucking childhood. You don't understand. He didn't have a childhood. He just wanted to be around kids because
He had that little rat.
Yeah.
That's it.
Who died. You know what I'm saying? So it's, like I said, I haven't seen that OJ, movie yet, but, just knowing it, I knew something was up because, you have that sense of like, this guy does not get it.
Yeah.
And for him to do something else again, like he does not get either. And he probably did. I mean, and some of this probably is manipulation. Like you said, I can get away with it, but some of it was like, why is everybody so mad at me? Like, what did I do? Like, I'm just being OJ. Like, I always get away with this, and I've been getting away with this since the 60s and 70s. And mind you, OJ got in trouble because OJ prepped before he went to USC. His grades wasn't there. You know what I mean? So they kind of pushed him. So, here you go ahead. And then, he probably had some identity crisis growing up in, he was in LA and then he went to Buffalo and, so he had a lot
you
going
also
on.
gotta, you also gotta remember that, the thing with OJ is that he didn't really get it because he didn't get that after he got off, cause he got off with this, anybody else with real common sense would go, I can't do anything else.
Listen,
because
I'm moving to Mexico.
The next thing I do, they're gonna put what they couldn't put on me then.
Now.
They're gonna put it on me now.
And they do that.
That's why he got 45 years for a B&E. Okay.
And stealing his own
his own stuff back. They got him with the maximum. They broke everything down, and then they got him with the maximum of everything. Because but a sane person, a person who kind of gets it, would go, man, I got off. I dodged one, didn't I? I'm out. I dodged one. I'm not fucking around.
But to add insult to injury, he was shoving it in your face, wrote a book, If I Did It.
I know, yeah. That's the epitome of you just don't get it, do you?
Nah, you don't
to
get it.
write a book to spit in the face of Nicole and
Her family.
and what's the dude?
Ron
Goldstein. Ron Goldman.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Goldstein, but yeah. It's all in the family. I know. I don't gotta say it. But
on that, you don't even need to drop a bomb. You just need to play the AI code on that again. He wrote a book and say, where?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was something, man. But yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, D-Rock. I think, it needs to be some weekly updates on the OJ show, cause that got me.
And, like I said, and, but I feel for the kids, man. Feel for the kids.
Well, yeah, he got,
the kids. He got
the
two
kids got a father who murdered their mother.
Who they don't have. And they don't have a mother.
The father is gone. He won't get probation. Not that he'll get it, but he won't even get parole, until, 2018 or 2019.
The ugly thing about it, though, is as bad as we feel for him, and I feel for him too, they are taken care of.
Yeah,
they won't have to do a thing.
Exactly.
They won't have to lift a finger for the rest of their life.
They quiet. They not in the spotlight.
Yeah, they stay off the spotlight.
You know what I mean? So that is a good thing.
Yeah, who wants to broadcast to the world, hey, my father's OJ that murdered
not
my
no
mother.
More.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
That's
like my father's the juice. What kind of juice?
Yeah.
Grape juice?
If he was
Welch's?
Kool-Aid.
Yeah,
Kool-Aid.
It was a big deal in the early 90s to be like, my father's the Jew. Not now.
Yeah, man.
But, so like I said, we're gonna definitely finish some stuff. Also, we're gonna, bring some video. Like I said, we got these t-shirts that we got for sale, $20. We only got like a limited supply, but again, people been hitting me up, which is
we
good.
Moving on up, people.
Yeah, man. We definitely
better catch this wave.
By the All-Star game next year, I want to be doing something collectively with the NBA, whoever. I want to be,
man.
I want us to be in the NBA, whatever realm,
Yeah.
sports realm. So, it's definitely coming. And shout out to the people that listen every week, loyally, faithfully. We have loyal listeners who like, yo, I've been listening since day one, which is good. And like, they could spit stuff that's like in the middle of our podcast, not just at the beginning. And shouts out to Star, man. Star, I gave him a call. It was quick, but he gave a little advice. We are definitely moving, and it felt good. Now it's 3 of us in the house. Because before we had to have D-Ruck over the phone, which is cool, but nothing like
I'm here now.
You know what I mean? Nothing like being here. The chemistry will come. Everything, it'll be straight. But that's all I have. That's all I have. You know what I mean? I don't have much. Maybe. I got something to say, but I think we hit the nail on the head, man. This was fun.
It's another good combo, man. Again,
this was fun.
It's what we do, people. So pay attention. It's what we do.
And sorry for the sound. Like I said, next week we'll have all that fixed out. We'll definitely have that fixed up.
We'll be good.
Yeah, man. Definitely, man. So, Chris, you got any final thoughts? You good, D?
My final thought is, man, just keep subscribing to the network.
Yes.
Professional Something. Keep listening to us as we strive to get bigger and better. You better get on this wave. You better get on this wave early.
Catch it.
Better. So that way, when you know me, you're like, yeah, I've been listening to y'all forever. Cool. We can look out for you. We ain't looking out for you. I'm joking.
I don't want to hear that. Yeah. Hey, this is Kurt from San Diego. First time, long time.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, son.
If you ain't from Pistol Waving or if you ain't from Dirty Jersey, I don't want to hear it.
You better learn life, boy. Life learn you.
I don't want to hear it. But anyway, guys, like I said, I'm gonna let you send out D. Do you have anything you want to say?
Yo, the only thing I gotta say is, man, Record Report website is coming soon.
Yes.
It's coming soon, people. It's in the works. It's about to go down. It's gonna be another place that you can also catch the podcast too. So listen, man, we doing sports in a different way, man, but a way that's needed.
Yes.
So it ain't just sports. We talk about life, man, because sports is life.
Yes, it is. Right? Yes, it is. So you can sign us off, D, man. Go ahead, man.
Yo, man, just another great show from Don't Shoot the Messenger. This is your boy, the Record Report, Jersey all day.
And it's your main man, Chris G.
I'm Professional Something, the world's greatest amateur. See y'all next week. Peace.
100.